Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Doing okay. Can't complain. Trying to
Had
figure out
some,
what to do here.
had some data, have some moves.
Had some data that was actually good. We can look at it
Pretty
real
good.
fast. Well, let's see. Let's go here. Let's see if we can get it here. Well, we'll get to it in a minute. Oh, there it is. So here's your CPI information. So year over year was 2.8, forecast 2.9, previous 3.0, and we just lost it again. There it is. Core CPI came in at zero point 0.2, forecast zero point 0.3, previous is zero point 0.4. Uh, we just did the 2.8. So very positive data from CPI this morning. Now
Yeah.
you have this big candle. My zone is actually the CPI candle. This little zone right here is just like a little test. We didn't want to see it break below it, but it's kind of working back of it now. So, but you got to be careful here. You got your EMA clusters are all on top of each other, and it is rejecting down. But CVD is actually up a little. And let's see what. Yeah, SPY CVD is not pretty.
No, no. Turned bearish.
CVD is still elevated though, 77,000 positive. It got up to positive 9,000 at one point. It's come back. If it breaks VWAP here, I'll probably take a short. We're doing Roy's thing where trade. We're gonna trade 5 MES. Actually, let's start with 3 on this. This is the account we kind of had a shitty day on yesterday, so it's not really rejecting hard, but it's not breaking through either. So I'm kind of torn on what to do here.
Yeah, I'd say this gotta wait for this candle to show its formation. If it gives you that upper wick, then maybe game on. Could try and
Yeah,
fill that wick
VWAP,
pretty quick.
VWAP's holding
Yeah.
for a second. Still holding. I missed the play earlier. We had the anchor VWAP, and it was up here. Of course, you see the breakdown after. So if you would have taken it there, could have got shit. That's 15 points. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, there's the break of VWAP. Let's see where this closes at. We still got a minute and something left on it.
Yeah, so you've now given up the entire CPI move.
Yeah, the whole thing's gone. So we got other things. Bank of Canada trade conflict with U.S. can be expected to increase prices, inflation weighing on growth. Uh, there are warning signs. Highlighted trade tensions could disrupt job market recovery. Blah blah blah. The mayor of Ontario was going to raise electricity prices on the U.S. people, which I don't understand why we are getting them with Trump on this one. Why are we getting any electricity from Canada?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so Trump said, "You know what? We're raising tariffs." And then I guess somebody called the mayor of Ontario, "Hey, do not raise these rates right now. Let's chill." So now it's just wait and see. Reuters candle is it's bearish, but it's
Seems
not.
like a trap.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm worried about. Tide suggests it's not a trap.
Yeah.
But CBD
Tide.
is still holding 6,700, so I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm a little confused right now. That's okay. Thing about with these, if we do these MES, we got room to let it play. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a short here. See where it's got to go. It's got to go all the way up to yesterday's high. We're not going to play for the huge move on it. Let's see if we can get. Let's do about a 1-for-1 right there on the bottom of that candle. It's got to break that 200 there. So, I mean, this could be a play. I don't really want to risk this much on it, even though it's kind of going against why I did these candles. But let's go to this one. So we'll see if it gets a breakdown. I don't like CBD saying.
Yeah, it's finding support here. It looks like.
Yeah. I was thinking with that close, my thought process there was that close below VWAP, we might get a push down, then something happened, but they didn't even let it push down after it closed at VWAP.
Yeah, so now it's tested the 50.
Yeah.
Not liking it.
It is not liking it so far, but we'll see. It's also not liking VWAP, so. What happens first? What came first, Roy, the chicken or the egg?
Well, dare I say this is actually kind of normal candle moves, not 20-point candles every second.
So we needed CPI to get back to normal? That doesn't make any sense at all, does it? I mean, you got CPI, then you got PPI tomorrow, and then you got U.S. Michigan sentiment on Friday. So I mean, you've got some more data coming out. So we're not done with data for the week, even though this was probably the most important data of the week.
Mm-hmm.
But now your PPI and your other stuff is going to be the one. Ooh, wow. Well, you had to say that it was back to normal, didn't you?
I imagine somebody said something.
I'm not seeing anything come across yet. That just went from holy shit, this is going to be a bullish candle to this is bearish as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, if we get to this 200, I'm going to move my stop to in profit just in case.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be much, but you saw what happened last time it tested the 200. It bounced a good bit up, so we'll see if it can even test the 200. CBD it went back up a lot, like almost to 9,000. Now it's back to 7,900 on that pop there. So you had a bunch of people pop in. Tide is leaning bullish, but the volume is still not great. So got to pay attention to the volume.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any news. I don't know what that was, but
here the Fed are seeing resuming interest rate cuts in July versus June earlier based on the short-term interest rate futures price. Canada to put tariffs on U.S. steel and aluminum and new measures. Putin likely to eventually agree to truce, but with his own terms. So that's what we just had pop all together there.
Okay.
So yeah, you had something in there that popped an algo and
probably Putin truce.
Probably had to be that. And then they realized that was actually a no headline. A no headline. We're going to move this thing back down just in case, and then we can, like I said, we get here, we're going to move it into profit. We'll guarantee a little money down there. I got 3. I wish I would have got 5 now, Roy. Worst case scenario, we're going to get $60 out of this trade. I know that's not typically where you would put a stop at, but I'm not letting it go all the way back up and taking it to zero. So we'll guarantee something on it. And if it breaks down below it, it breaks down below the 200, and we'll just trail it to the 200 next and just kind of keep going down that way. Just like this. Can't trail it that far yet. We can get halfway to our goal of $200 in a day, though. So
there you go.
I'm gonna tell you, this is I don't like this, but I understand it. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, it like you said, the music changed, right? So the moves are violent.
Yeah.
And if you were in a short on ES, that wick up stopped you out.
Yeah, you're right. You're true. All right, shut up. Need you to be right this morning.
And they yeah, so Tide general market is showing a little bit of bullish, but SPY's volume getting pushed back down. Put the puts in charge. I'll show that to everybody. So you got your volume.
We're guaranteed our $200 on the day, though. How about that? One trade. You're right. It actually gave it room to work out. And if it takes me out here, I'm fine. If it goes down, I'm fine. I know we're gonna have to do 250 now. We're gonna keep it a little tighter. We'll do 240, but right at 40. We'll put it right here with these orders there. Let's get us 250 anyway. How about that? After yesterday, I will take this 100%. And you're right. That would have stopped me out. So good job, boy.
Good. Well, I'm happy you won. That it builds confidence, stack those wins.
I'm gonna tell you what this allowed me to do. It allowed me not to hesitate.
Yeah.
I called out what I wanted. I said, hey, if we get this break, I actually got in a little when it popped back up a little bit, but it worked out. So we're 252. We are locking this account up. We'll get it back slowly but surely. This is the combine. We need $817 more. CBD is very, very strange. It's going back up to 8,000. Now we can wait and we can enter where we need to enter at. Who we got joining us this morning? See one person viewing. If you feel comfortable, hop in the chat with us.
Yeah. Chocolates. We got all of Mag 7 is now green.
VIX is red for a change.
Yeah. Now, one thing I mentioned pre-stream to Monty is we were up 1% heading into CPI. So even though all that stuff is green, we are coming back, obviously, from where we were up there.
I'm going to tell you one thing. You look at VIX, and it's red.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only red because it gapped down. We just filled the gap. I mean, that's not a horrible chart there, to be honest with you. But that's neither here nor there. All right, you got Anchor VWAP at 23 now, 56.23. So that's going to line up right up here. So if we can break back above this 27, I will look for a long to 41. If we reject, we'll look for a short back now. Whoa, what happened to your puts right there on damn SPY? Lord have mercy, what a drop.
They dropped, but the market dropped a little too. It was weird.
Very weird. CVD is now 9,200. 9,300.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's going up. $9,400. I am lost a little bit here. Roy's coming to us from Parts Unknown again today. He will be out tomorrow, so I think we're going to just take tomorrow off. He will be traveling on Monday, but I plan to hop on Monday and do the stream because I will be out Thursday next week. And there's a possibility I might be out Wednesday too. I'm not sure yet. I won't know till probably Tuesday, to be honest with you. But
okay.
CVD is now 9,800 positive, fixing to go to 10,000.
I don't understand. Apple
10.3, 10, 10.5, 10.7, fixing to go to 11,000. Wow, this is some days you just look at things and you're like, all right, we just need to watch this for a little bit. And this is one of those times. Even though, and this is a combine, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to take a chance on a long here.
Mm-hmm.
And just move the stop to that bottom there. Or just miss it altogether. Or let it come back and fill me a second time back through. If you see, we're not risking much, right? And then that would actually pass it right there if it goes up. So we're risking $200. I can live with $200 here on this. This is where another reason that Roy was kind of right. I'm not giving him full credit. I can't.
That's painful for you. That's all right though.
But if this was one EF, I would not be risking. I'd be risking like this would be $100 to make $400. So
yeah.
And it might go down, but I think it was worth a chance there for the break of the 200 that it was going to break above it. It didn't. So, and probably once it popped above me and it came back, I probably should just want to cancel that order and not let it because once it came back, it had a little momentum down. It's going to take me out here. But guess what? We're only $200 down on it, so we didn't lose. Whoa. CVD is tanking now. So we're going to see if we can get it to the low. Let's just keep playing around. Breaks back above that. We're doing a 1-for-1 now. CVD's going down to 9,000 again. That's about a $2,000 drop we just had. Now it's back to 9,500. So it might pop back up. CVD is, hell, I don't know what's it. Volume is negative bad. Volume keeps going down. Even we had a pop in put premium and a pop and call premium, but the volume is maybe not telling the story. So
well, then you gotta wake up.
Then you gotta wake up. Yep. Now CVD is back over 10,000. So after this trade, boys and girls, we're just gonna sit out for a little bit. Because obviously I have read these last two plays wrong.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm lost as can be right this second. So obviously that's obvious. Had a big drop, so VIX went up to its orb high and rejected down pretty hard. And then that was or below on ES. But now you're getting a little pop back up on the VIX, but you're getting a pop back up on ES. So, okay. right on the 200 where we had our order the first time, so we would be back green on that first original order. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you're the windshield, and today I have been the bug. Volume's trending up, put premium's trending down now. Call premium's trending up. CBD's back over 11,000. That dropped down to 9,000. Did not last long. You got 291 iceberg orders around 15. So that's why you got this pop back up. And on that move down, that last red candle, Roy, they took out 783 stops. And on this move down here, they took out 1,336. Hold on. This one was 1,336. This one was 2,050.
Yeah, I mean, are they just gonna pop this thing to high a day now? Man, I know it's got a lot of turbulence to get through, but that looked like a clear as a runway type.
I can't go short again here, so
No.
not and that was CVD being 11.5. Put premiums coming down pretty decent. Call premiums are popping. Volume's going back toward the zero line. So we'll go back to our original thesis. If we break above this 26, then we'll look for a long to run up to.
Yeah.
See if we can get the top of that candle, and that would actually get my loss back and probably get my day made. So there's that. So we're just gonna wait and see now. Wait and see. Wait and see. 12,000 CBD. This is what's frustrating. So my stop was right here.
Mm-hmm.
We went 5 more points down, which I could have taken it. Right? I mean that wouldn't have been horrible. Our entry was about here, so we would have got $500 out of it. Oh no, sorry, $250 out of it. We would have been back either flat or slightly green on the day right now if we would have taken profit up here. So it is what it is. Put premiums popping again. CBD's back to 11,000. Went to 12,000. Now it's back to 11,000. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy the show.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I love it when you talk to some people and they're like, "Man, that just sounds boring sitting there watching that." And I'm actually these candles are exciting for me to watch. And I'm like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's all you can say. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Just kind of looking around to see if there's a story here. There's not really a story. Tesla 249.
Canada's new reciprocal tariffs begin at 12:01 a.m. on Thursday. I don't know how you can do reciprocal tariffs when you were the ones that had tariffs and we didn't have tariffs. Now we did reciprocal tariffs back. Now you're doing reciprocal tariffs on top of reciprocal tariffs. Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say I tried to follow.
Canada's foreign minister Joy Canada to work with Europe to put pressure on Trump administration. Dude, that is not going to end well.
Mm-mm.
So now he's going to piss off Canada and Europe. It's going to piss him off. I read a thing. It was him. It was a piece about him saying why Canada should be the 51st state.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to lie to you. I got through reading. I was like, shit, that actually makes sense. I don't know if you know this or not. We pretty much fund their defense, their whole defense. we protect them because we are their neighbor, their ally, right? And nobody's going to mess with Canada because of us. And Trump kind of laid all that out there. Like, well, instead of just giving them money to do that, why don't we just take the resources and the people, the good, fine people of Canada, make it the 51st state, and went on. And I was like, shit, makes sense. Because I've been one of the other ones that kind of laughed every time he said the 51st state. Like, come on, dude. And you know it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
But if you look at it and you see the reason why he's saying it, it's like, okay, I get it. He's talking about their weak leadership they have, which they do. How their government does not work for the people there, which typically it doesn't. Like, huh? Okay. Makes sense. I don't know where we go from here, but it makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know what the end game is here, but well, like I said, just got to sit back and kind of see how it plays out.
Well, he'd already said that if Canada puts a reciprocal tariff on the United States, that he was going to do a 100% tariff on Canadian cars, which would pretty much kill the Canadian car business altogether because like 90% of their vehicles come to America.
Mm.
So, and Trump's like, hey, you do that, companies come to America, we'll give you tax breaks. You'll make cars here cheaper than you can make them in Canada, 0% tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem with the tariffs to a point. I do have a problem continue to use them over and over and over again as leverage.
Yeah.
Where we say, hey, we'll put a tariff on you on March 12th. March 12th comes, we're going to hold off to April 2nd. Now we're going to hold off to whatever. Blah, we're going to postpone it. Don't throw it out there, pull it back, and throw it out there, pull it back, throw it out there, pull it back. Eventually, it's going to get to a point where they're not going to worry about what you say there, and it is what it is. We are getting a good drop here. This is a ugly candle. I wasn't paying attention. Guess where it rejected at, Roy?
VWAP.
Anchored VWAP to the penny.
Mm.
I'm over here talking about Canada. See what you did, Canada? You called this. We got a lot of time on this candle, but the 10-minute candle, if it does give us what it could possibly give us here, but you say that now, click again, and CBD's going back up again.
Yeah, it likes that 200 for now.
Yep. Let's see if it'll get it. It's going to be a little late. I want right there. St. Patrick's Day is on Monday.
Oh, forgot about that. It holds at 200 pretty well.
It does. I didn't mind taking a long there right at it. You can see if it breaks down. We'll lose another trade if it breaks down. But if it breaks down, we'll probably call it a day there. I mean, take profit trader. We've already made our day on it. We don't have to do anything there. We're up 300 and was it 318? I think, Roy. That's if it would open up. I'm trying to look. So 318 there. We made 250 on the. I think we just locked up. Was it me or you? Was that?
No.
Is your Top Step moving? I have nothing working except Bookmap right now.
Yeah, Top Step seems to be moving.
Okay, there we go. I wanted to see this. Now we're back negative. I don't know where we're at. I don't know what this thing's doing now.
Just
We're
broke
trying to
under
get
the 200.
252 there. So we are now negative on this account, on this trade. But it's not. Yeah, you had a big pop and VIX. You got a pop here. Look at, oh my gosh. Yeah, we're going to lose this trade. CVD's down to 9,000 now. Looks like it's going to go to 55.90. Is where they have orders at. You got some at 95 that could hold it, but you got more sitting at 90. Puts are popping, calls are dropping, and volume is going to complete and utter shit. And this 10-minute candle now is making an ugly candle. It's going to be a candle by candle to the downside. We're going to have to cut this. Let's see if we can get any bounce at all on this thing, because everything is saying that we got more downside coming. We just want to cut it there before it got too low down. I don't like how everything is lining up to go down more. And then we got this clean 200 rate. We got 3 minutes left on this 10-minute candle too. So anything could still happen, but that volume just went really, really negative. Of course, now everything's popping back up a little bit, so it's probably going to go all the way back up to where I could have broke even on the trade. You know, that's how life works.
Yeah, you gotta be careful of these wicks that were down here. So it breaks down a little more.
Got 2 minutes left of the candle, and barring something crazy, it looks like we're going to get a candle by candle to the downside on the 10-minute, and it's going to be a very nice one. But you could get a pop all the way back up to actually right about here. So, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
The 200 would probably be the spot to look for entry if you want to go short. Everything is really strange today so far. So,
yeah, you're not getting much clarity, are you?
No. I mean, we did take the break up here, right? That was where we made the money on the XFA. So, traded that pretty good. Didn't hesitate. Got in it. Now we just got to wait and see. Puts are coming back really hard now. CVD's rising back up. If this thing goes back above the 200 line and my stop was here, I'm going to scream. Got a minute left in this 10-minute candle. You're right. These wicks down here just, it makes it hard to take a short.
Yeah.
CVD's back above 9,000 now. But you have a slight uptick in call and put premium. And then the call premium has been ticking down and still continuing down. Volume's going back down. CVD's at 9,200 now. We could have minimized this loss to almost nothing now.
And you look at that 5-minute candle.
Yep.
It's not so terrible.
It's not, but right here is where we should. I hesitated the slightest bit on it.
Doesn't like it.
It's not so far. I don't think we go this far now, but we're going to put it there. Then we'll trail it down if it does whatever. I guess
They
it's
still have
not.
those. We still
got
have the orders at 90.
You got them at 97.50, 95, 90. Yeah, those orders still at 90, 85, and 80. You got them all the way down to 80. Pretty decent.
Mm.
And we're going to let this thing play for a little bit. I don't like holding. I don't know, Roy. It's just being a dad today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We need something. U.S. trade. Europe's trade policies are out of step with reality. Okay. European Union has rejected U.S. efforts to deal with global excess steel and aluminum capacity. So steel and aluminum is probably the two. I mean, that's probably worth more than gold, you would say right now, isn't it? As far as,
yeah,
I mean, the thing is, if you look at any tariff, you look at anything, everything comes out. It's always steel and aluminum. Steel and aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
We're putting tariff on steel and aluminum. Well, we make the majority of the steel and aluminum we use here, which still gets me crazy. We have enough steel and aluminum where we can have it for ourselves, yet we still import a ton of it in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know it's trade agreements and blah blah blah, and you got to figure that stuff out. Like that's like a good bit of our farm stuff goes, or agriculture goes out of country, and we bring in. Everybody's talking about, well, Ukraine's so valuable because of its wheat. It's the number one wheat producer in the world. Well, America could produce more wheat than anybody if they ever wanted to. We just don't. We do the crop rotation stuff and all that. We're going to pour this down to. We're going to guarantee at least $100 of it back here. So that gives us 8 points. I don't know if that's enough, to be honest with you, but I don't want the trade to go red on me either. I probably should have just let it stop where it was, let it play out, but
hard.
Yeah, and this is a combine, so I should give it a little more room to do its thing. But this thing could pop on anything. You got the Bank of Canada doing a press conference right now, so that could be. They had their rate decision today, and they did cut 0.25%, which was expected. Wasn't unexpected at all. But he could say anything up there about us and tariffs or anything like that, and make the market go crazy. I hate it when you got to start watching. I don't give a shit about Canada. I got to pay attention to Canada now. No offense to if you're Canadian, you're watching. No offense to you. Just doesn't affect me typically. Now it does today.
Well, it's never been on your radar.
You're right. Only thing I've ever thought about Canada, what was that TV show that we used to have that was so funny where they were up there?
Sketch comedy.
Yeah.
The Kids Are All Right.
Oh no, it was another one.
No.
They were mounted police and stuff.
Oh, hell. I'm gonna have to look that up. It'll keep me from trading. Canadian show comedy.
Yeah, I think I'm glad I did this because if you look, put premium is tanking now.
Due South.
Is that it?
Oh, it sounds familiar. I gave it my effort. Puts are pushing higher on SPY Tide. Put premium and volume. But the call premium also moving up. So you're getting everything moving up. People making their bets. So do you get another push up here, rejection, push down again, another wick down there in that damn area?
But it's once again, it's not liking the damn 200 there, is it?
Mm-mm.
But well, maybe.
Well, not a pretty good candle. Halfway to it though. But gonna fight the 8. Fight 200.
Let's see. This is going to drive me crazy with this show now.
$200 is holding. 8 is getting tested. Oh, thank you. Got some coffee, some fuel. Burn my tongue so I can't talk.
It was due south. Due south is it.
Due South. All right.
Yeah. I had to look it up to make sure because I wanted to see like pictures of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember it being called due south though. Maybe this is not what. Maybe it wasn't a Canadian show. Maybe it was just about Canada. I
We
don't
just
know.
had a Canada episode.
Anyway, anywho.
So we got these wicks on the bottom, and you got the 200 at the top. What do you do?
Chill. I mean, you're setting a range. So if you are a range trader, you can draw a range here and play the tops and the bottoms with your previous candle outside of it being your stops. But typically, that's not how we try. I used to trade like that a little bit more. I don't know why I don't do it anymore. But I don't know, Roy. You look at, I mean, SPY, the put premium's giving you a heart chart. Like it's, now if you look at that last 30 minutes looks like you're looking at somebody's heart.
Yeah. Above the zero line, below the zero line, above the zero line, below the zero line.
Put premiums are dropping. Call premiums are dropping. Volume's going back down again. CVDs. What's weird to me is CVD just keeps hanging around that 9,000 mark.
It's like at some point it's going to pop to 200, but
you would think,
is that going to come later today when they've dropped the 200 down to like 55.90?
Right.
So, but objectively, you're below VWAP, you're below 200, and you can't break above it.
Well, Canada's going to put a 25% retaliatory tariffs on 21 billion worth of U.S. goods and 25% tariffs on more than 20 billion worth of U.S. goods in retaliation to Trump.
So that should fuel Trump later today.
Look at this, that down 200. I guess just keep playing the down 200 short, Roy.
Yeah.
CBDs finally broke down the 7,000s.
Logically, with that news and knowing our president's mannerisms and behaviors, got to imagine you're going to get a reaction from that, right?
Yeah, it's frustrating me because we've had this trade a couple different times now, and we're still red on the day on this damn account.
Mm-hmm.
When we moved our stop too close, of course,
and there it goes.
All right, give me a second. Talk about your chair you're sitting in or something.
I was drinking, man. All right, let's see what we got. As you can see, we're getting a breakdown. I think a lot of that is now anticipation of Trump talking based off those Canada tariffs. So most likely you're going to get another kind of 50% tariff threat. Obviously, the market will react accordingly to that. If we're looking at pre-market low, you're looking at 5577. So you're about 13 points away from that. Not out of the woods that we touch that, but probably going to happen on some sort of Trump announcement, to be honest. But again, this thing has been beaten up. You did have positive news on CPI. Looking at this objectively, you should be much higher off that CPI news, and you're not. So that kind of shows you what the market is paying attention to right now, because CPI was always the mover. Now it's taken a back seat to more uncertainty in the Trump trade. So we look through Mag 7, you've got Apple down 1%, you've got Nvidia up 4.5%, but coming down. So get fooled by that big move up, which it is a big move up, but it was 7%. Now it's down to 4.5%. Microsoft's flat, basically slightly red, but had a push up. It got faded. Google flat, same story. Push up, faded. Well, 0.4%, not quite flat. Amazon gave 200 a try, got it, rejected hard, down to 197. We'll see if it retests that. Meta coming down hard, 618. Tesla pushed up to 251. Good move up from Tesla all the way down to 12, I believe it went to 215. Now coming back down 244. Netflix 913 coming back down. TLT got a big stick there on the news. 20 cents on TLT is a big move. on a candle. So keep an eye on TLT to see if it gets its footing again. Coin coming down hard. Bitcoin ugly. 81,008. Got all the way up to 84,000 this morning. Not a good candle formation there. Solana, same story, 124. Let's see. Gold starting to tick back up. Gold's kind of been in a crazy uptrend for a while, but did come down and kind of flagging a bit here. So you want to watch gold will get really moving. Same with TLT if recession risk starts to get priced in. Right now we're just in trade war tariff uncertainty risk. SPX, as you know, what we follow, just kind of has just an ugly daily candle forming so far. Up, down, just not good. But you gotta think some relief is coming at some point. Something. Let's see. Palantir up 4%, but dropping. AMD up 1.7%, 98.19 or 98.40. Sorry. Rigetti Quantum 827 up 2%, but got all the way up to 890. Nancy's Tempest AI just keeps dropping, down another percent. Baba 136 down almost 2%. Micron, wow, up 5.5%. Good call, Led. Only you played it, but good job. IWM back over 200, but dropping. Yeah, you're just not getting a lot of. I mean, this thing has just been looking. This general market tide has just looked like this all morning. Nothing like. I mean, you see this call volume slowly trickle down. There's your story. Put premium starting to rise. Put volume starting to rise. Call premium rising too here. It's got to be careful, but we are looking at that low. This is what I'm looking for. Is that 77? Set pre-market low is the first stop. If it breaks down, obviously get all the way down to the yesterday's low of 34. To get down to 34, you're going to need Trump to do some pretty hawkish rhetoric. So just keep an eye on it. Yeah, it looks like ES is about to go red. Wow.
Yep.
Whoa. Are you doing anything over there? Oh, you're in short, guys.
Yeah. And Crazy, he has not broke me. He can't break me. Just so you know. Not be broken by a simple man. No offense, Roy.
Hey, if I was offended, we wouldn't be friends.
You got 156 iceberg orders below 77. At 76. They got 160. Slowly adding to it. That last red candle took out 1,357 stops. So you are having some stop loss raise today, it looks like. Now there's 167 iceberg orders sitting down there. We're just
it's hanging out, right? It's not just kind of.
It's kind of doing its thing. It gets to a spot, it consolidates for a minute, then it breaks down. It gets to a spot, it consolidates for a little bit, and it breaks down. It's kind of the same MO we've been having over and over again for the last 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
CBD is at 5,000, by the way, now.
Ew.
Just broke 5,000.
When feather in the bull's hat was that CBD was lagging a bit.
Yep. $4,800, $4,900. It's gonna hang out around this 5,000 for a little while, and then we'll see if it pops or if it drops back down.
Are you in an MES? Yeah.
Yeah. I've been doing MES today. I'm trying to keep doing this to see how it works out. I'm doing this for science. If I was trading my typical 2 to 3 ES, we would have blown us down.
Yeah.
So let's see how it reacts here if it gets down to 77. CBD, almost broke 4,000, but then it bounced. You got orders at 70 still. Those orders are still sitting at 70, Roy.
It may pop it up to the 96.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. Let's see what it does at 77 here. If it breaks at 77, we should get a decent runner down. Oh, CBD's at 3,700, 3,600, 3,500. Here it is. Break this, and we got a runner on our hands. We are going to get some of this back. So, because I wouldn't be surprised if it popped a little bit here. Let's get 200 back. And then we can always re-enter if it comes up here and if it rejects. Hey, Roy, you remember that candle by candle we talked about on the downside on the 10-minute? 56.11 was a spot. You had about a 40-point move off that.
Wow.
If it breaks 77, we'll probably re-enter a short. I would like to retest it, but we're going to watch it. Look at swap to yours real quick. Go to Tide. Go to SPY Tide. I want to show the volume. Yeah. We saw that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
CBD back above 4,000 though.
You're getting a wick again.
You are getting a wick again right off that 77 level.
But now do you come up, reject the wicks that were up here?
That's kind of my thought. So that's why I'm kind of waiting. I would love an entry from 92 to that 8 right there. Anywhere in there would be probably a short entry. Right now it looks like you could have done this entry right here on this wick, this little move here. If you see this one, but trying to be just a tad bit safer. I don't like how put premiums are dropping, so we could see a pop here. Then back to regular scheduled programming. Who knows? But maybe not. Maybe we just break it down. CBD back below volume. Now back above 4,000. It got to 37. Now back up to 4,000. That volume's crazy. That volume is a telling sign there.
Interesting to see how the last 30 seconds of this candle goes.
Yeah. I don't like what put premiums are doing, but call premiums are not doing shit either. So crazy thing, Ole Miss got beat last night in baseball by South Alabama, and all the state and LSU people are crying, talking about y'all ready to fire Mike again? Look how bad y'all look. We're 14-2 and ranked 13th in the country. So I mean, we lost to Texas and we lost to this road game here. And to be honest, we looked like complete shit last night. It is what it is. But
yeah.
one game in baseball.
Right. Let's pump the brakes there.
Yeah.
I always hate betting baseball for this point of even the best teams lose like 60 games.
Absolutely.
So you just never know what you're going to get on any given night.
Yeah, this guy posted this, and the guy's like, "You're a state fan. Y'all 12-4, and you lost to Troy and Southern Miss and Oklahoma State. So, like, we're 14-2, and we lost to Texas and University of South Alabama. So, I don't really see why you're bragging right now.
Yeah.
In baseball, college baseball, Major League, it's a long damn season, and you're gonna have games that you lose. They drove down. Yeah. From here to Mobile is about a 4.5-hour drive. They drove down to Mobile yesterday and played the game, and drove back last night. I can see how the guys aren't motivated to get up and do it. It's not an excuse. I mean, you shouldn't have lost the game to them, but you did. It's baseball. You don't lose games like that. This is not football where you lose to a team like South Alabama and your season's over.
Right.
This thing is it going to break it down? CBD's at 3,000 now.
He's finding support.
I'm going to tell you, if it breaks 77, we get a close below 77, take a short, because that seems to be our key right now. And look at this 10-minute chart. I mean, if I would have just traded the anchored VWAP every time and shorted, we would be done for the day. Because it's played out every damn time. Now to go back to the anchor VWAP, we got to go all the way up to 56.11, which I don't see that happening. Not right now, anyway. Could be wrong. I'm still watching this area up here that we talked about these weeks. So let's just keep drawing little zones everywhere. Probably somewhere in there.
Yeah, the 8 is what, 92, 91.75?
Yeah. 91.50. It's coming down with it, but yeah. That's right there around that zone. So
is there any? You said the orders at 70, right?
Yeah, they're actually dropping below 70. Only thing that worries me about this, if you wait for this 77 to break, you could get a really volatile move once it breaks and holds. So you might not really have a victory spot. Yeah. I just don't know if I can take a short here and just let it run just in case. I think I'm going to, Roy. We are in MES. Let's let it go and see. Still got 50 seconds on this candle. CBD is at 2,600. They move those orders back to 70. We've actually got some 56 where it's not showing. What's weird how it's not showing, because it's showing on mine like 300 orders sitting down here. 60, you got 165 orders. That is right there. That's showing. 50, you got 131, and then this is where there's, since I'm not paying for the extra data now, I guess it only gives me about a 20-point range on it or so. 25-point range. We did close below that 77, so let's see if we can get the move down that we were anticipating. Or just go back and retest 77. Now, if you can get a rejection here, it would be great. I damn sure don't want to pop back through it, which it's doing. We got room. We're letting this play out. So
88 now. 8.
yeah, below this. Well, yeah. If we get another red candle, it's going to drop below that. We didn't get the follow through I was anticipating there, so I'm not moving my stop this time. That stop's where it's standing. I'm either going to lose $500 or I'm going to make $700. Unless we start. I mean, now let me rephrase that. I'm not going to move that stop now. If we get a move down, then I will trail it down by candles, but I'm not going to do it prematurely. And this could be the bottom here. This could be where it came down and everybody's happy now. Let's pump this thing back up some.
General market tide had a big push up in call volume. Not so much in premium, but definitely in call volume. And so you got your could be an interesting spot. I don't know what caused the spike though in that volume.
Look here.
Man, that 10-minute. I know you said it.
Yeah. Crazy. You're gonna get banned in the Discord and on YouTube. Why you're trying to test me so much for? But we're better than
that. Oh, what do we got?
You got a pretty good drop in put premiums here.
Yeah.
And you got CBD back above 4,000 now. So now back to 3,100. That was a big drop in CBD right there for some reason. Big drop in put premiums, a big, huge drop.
This call volume still rising on the general market.
Microsoft turned red for a second there. Oh. $70 and $60 still your spots on order sitting. Now you got some sitting at 90 to the upside, and then you don't really have much after that. So I don't know if we test 90 up here, then that's they move some to 95 now.
Oh wow! I refreshed my page and now look at the general market tide volume.
Well, that doesn't look near as bullish as it did, does it?
No.
It's still bullish, but it's not.
Yeah.
Or it was. He's right.
Didn't like the 8.
I started to add more there. I just couldn't do it with the way Tide looked. But then as soon as I didn't do it, you got a little spike and put premiums. It's hard to go back down again. So it is what it is. We'd be back to about break even now if we'd have done that. So it is what it is. We'll be fine. This is why we give it room to do what it's got to do. Either we hit or we don't. This is very strange for me to play this MES like this. With, typically I do 2 to 3 on a combine ES. I'm doing a third of that right now. At the most.
It's okay to admit you're having a good time.
Well, I'm trying to get used to the moves, and I'm trying not to get stopped out quickly because, if I add 5 more to it, well, that just changes the whole mindset of what I'm doing here.
Mm-hmm.
Does 77 hold again, or does it break down this time and go all the way down? What do we do? What do we do here? That's about the $800 question we're looking at.
Come here, Jay. What's your question?
Walker, why are gonna get in this hotel?
Huh?
So this is the only hotel in the Orlando. So Wyatt and Arthur are gonna.
They're gonna be in another one. Okay, that's fine. We're almost done. Okay.
Well, we don't have to go to Miami.
Yeah, me too. I'm happy. All right.
Oh, Roy, how's finish? Is he you still talking to him?
No. Okay. He's talking.
How's your day been today so far in trading?
So I'm up 200 on an XFA. I locked it. In another XFA, I got caught trying to play bounces, so I'm down 324 on it. But I'm currently in a short. Pretty happy with it. So, so mixed day. I haven't touched my third one just yet. I like this candle. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we've got too much damn time on it, though, in my opinion. I would love to see it close bearish engulfing here. That would be a good sign. Back below 77 is a decent sign for us, too. Don't get me wrong. That's positive. If this thing could drill, baby, drill. Is that what they said? Is that what Trump said? Drill, baby, drill?
That's what I said. Yeah.
Okay, let's drill, baby, drill.
We all thought it was about oil, but apparently it wasn't.
Right. That's not market. Weird thing, CVD's come back to almost 3,200 now. It got back up above 4,000. Now back to down 32. Looked like it was fixing to break 3,000 right there, but then it kind of hit the brakes right here.
Wow, that 70 level seems to be an important spot so far.
Yeah, you got 127 orders sitting there. Just ate all those up. Now you got 457 sitting at 60. We're just going to take a little bit of risk off of that previous candle there. A little bit of risk. I don't understand SPY Tide.
General market, there's SPY. Yeah, puts are now pushing up a little bit more.
Whoa, this got a pop. We're getting a delayed reaction on, or is it not? Is it just me seeing that, or is that right? Are we getting a delayed reaction on?
Yeah, it feels like we're getting.
What just happened?
Now put pretty much dropped. Yeah, now they're tanking.
I mean, you got Bank of Canada still talking. I don't really see anything else that could be causing any of these moves.
Tanks again.
Yeah, big time.
What's CBD?
2,800, 2,500, 2,400.
Okay.
Back to 2,600. I'm tempted just going to close this trade out. It's because I'm confused with SPY Tide. We're going to take $130. I don't like the way it's playing out here. It might drop, but I just didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
And we can always re-enter if it hits back. If it tests 77 again, we can re-enter. You got orders sitting at 80 now. Well, I guess I shouldn't have cut it. Now SPY Tide is looking like it should look. Well, it is what it is, right?
Looks like they're just gonna take the 61.
I mean, you got these orders sitting at 60. It's actually more than what it should. They're not showing these orders coming in and out for some reason. You got low a day here, which we just created a low a day. 62, 61. They're moving some of these up a little and down. 60, I guess, Roy. All right. Well, we got to go. We got to go. Now they get orders on 55 and 50.
Yeah, well, now you're looking at, so if we're looking objectively, 4 hour. You're looking at, well, probably don't need to go 4 hour. We were just there 1 hour. So you had the 33 low, you had the 55, 58.75. So yeah, 58.75 and 34. I mean, I just, could you imagine if that CPI print came in hot? Would we have a circuit breaker down here? Jeez.
Yeah, no shit. Is CBD fixing to break 2,000?
Well, that's the other side of it, is CBD is actually positive still. So
It's holding some positive somehow. Well, today's been a good day. I think we're just going to call it here. Go short, stay short, let it play out.
There you go. Good job. Now, so yeah, happy with that.
Thank you guys for joining. Roy, go do some family stuff. They do not text me in a little bit, being like, "Oh, I got this day." Go hang out with the family and turn your damn phone off. How about that?
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make sure I don't text you. No, I'm gonna go hang out. No.
Roy,
we're gonna go. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you, like Roy. Yesterday, Roy, we got off the stream. It's probably an hour later. 200 in XFA. I was like, bro, why are you trading? And then like last night, you was shit. I was like, dude, what are you doing? Yeah. I'm stuck in traffic. No reason to be trading. Leave it alone. Take a break.
It's true.
But thanks guys for being here. Roy, seriously, take a break. I'm gonna do some shit outside.
Yeah,
I need to do some spring cleaning on the deck and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens the rest of the day. I got a feeling we got orders now 60, 55, 50, and 40. It is 45, sorry. So we definitely could see 40, 45 on the bingo card today at some point. So just be careful. We're getting some ugly ads. I mean, you look at the 10-minute chart. Roy's on the 10-minute chart there, right? Yeah, that is just an ugly ad. You look since open, that is just ugly.
I mean, open, we've had the opening candle was green, and then you've had one other green candle. Everything else, wicks and red.
Yeah.
And, they gave us a couple hints here, right? Wick down, wick down, wick down. And when it finally broke, then we had the 77 level. And when that broke, I think 14 points away from that right now. So there's that's the good thing about scaling down just a hair is we can actually play these moves because these wicks would have stopped everybody out regardless.
Right. Yeah.
If you're in your full position.
True.
So we'll get through it.
True.
And hey, you're great. Good day. Well, XFA was great. Combines, we'll get back to where they need to be. So cool.
Yeah, we re-entered a short, so we're like right at $400 down it right now. So slowly working itself back up. We're gonna keep this short. This is one I'm fixing to go do some shit and let it play out. Whatever happens.
Perfect.
So we'll see what happens with it. Who knows? Maybe I come back in and I'm green as shit and pass the combine. This is one I'm trading it different. I told you, Roy, I'm trying to just be patient with it and let it take its time. I'm struggling to be patient with the combine. I'm not gonna lie to you because I'm never patient with the combine. But also, I can blow a combine really quick by going in too heavy, trying to do some stupid shit. So we'll let it play out.
Yeah. And
anyway,
you know what to do. You got it down. You're gonna go touch some grass, have some fun.
Yep. So everybody have a great day. Have a great week. We will not be back this week. For the two of you still watching, Roy is out tomorrow, so I'm going to be out with Roy tomorrow too. Roy's out Monday. I will be streaming Monday, though. It'll be me by myself. We'll definitely be here Tuesday. I'm not sure about Wednesday or Thursday yet, so I don't know about those. So we'll see what happened. Roy, we're going to hit you down 34.
I think so, man.
I got a take profit at 36.25. That would give me $700 in this trade. So that would actually get me just a couple $100 away from passing this combine. So
hey,
CBD is going all the way down to 1,500. By the way, 1,500.
Wow.
Everybody keep it.
Yeah, I mean, that hadn't even gotten red yet. It's crazy.
Shit, look at this thing go. My gosh. I'm actually going to guarantee $150 here. So I get at least 150 of it back. I'm 300 up on this trade right now with 5 MES. So
there's your 55.50. Live commenting as we're starting to say bye.
I probably should leave this damn stop up there and not do this, but I'm guaranteed 150. We're going to do that at least. Hey, see where we're at next week. What we do here.
Well, you can go now. 150. Happy as can be.
I'm not happy as can be, but if it stops me out, it's gonna make me stay here long. Anyway, all right, thanks guys. Appreciate it. It's 1,300. Shit's gonna break 1,000.
Oh my goodness, like it's my time.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Holy cow.
We can lose $40 on it. I don't care. Shit, we can lose more. We're letting this thing play. I will add more up here. We're going back to where we were originally, boys and girls. This thing's fixing to tank, I think. All right, come back Monday to see if I'm trading 2 XFAs or if I'm still on one.
There you go.
Hell, who knows? Might be 3 at that point. All right, guys. Catch you guys on Monday. We will see you. Roy, be careful. Have fun. Go do something fun for me.
Will do. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for everything.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. See you Monday.
Bye.